In that moment, the car in front was like tossing grenades, bursting the tire, and the race car rolled like a hot potato. 14K seized the opportunity and launched a rocket like a pro, sending the Grim Reaper's car into the sky. Talk about thrilling. Jason, under heavy fire, finally activated his sword shield, only to find the Gatling gun was on strike at the worst moment possible. Talk about a cliffhanger. Keith leaped out of the car amid bullets and managed to fix the jammed ammo chain with a wrench. What a hero. Then Jason snatched the soon-to-be jackpot shield. When Keith pressed the defense weapon switch, the fuel injection malfunctioned again, a true tragedy within a tragedy. Without defense, Jason became a live target, and the loving bullet rain gave Burton a hearty defense dinner. In a pinch, Jason shouted for Keith to hop onto his big barrel. Keith was confused, but had to comply like a loyal side. Jason timed it just right and launched a Molotov cocktail. Let the show begin. Keith yanked at the lighter and charged that side. In an instant, the car behind flared up like a fireball, brighter than the stars. Then, Joey's car was sent sky high too. It felt less like a race and more like a scene from a horror movie. But the relentless Joey wasn't letting Jason off the hook, and in a bid to dodge him, Jason sped up to Green's car's side, but Green made a gun gesture. Sweat poured. That posed an uncanny resemblance to the murder from the day his wife was killed. Distracted, Jason got knocked off the track by Joey. The bump made Jason lose the lead instantly, like sinking in mud in a downpour, forcing him to drive his battered car back to the garage. With the next stage of the race set to kick off in 14 hours, Winston rallied the troops to fix the car like firefighters dousing, but when the assistant opened the rear injector, it was intact. What a waste. Was it Keith playing tricks? Jason didn't care at all. His biggest wish was to tackle his enemy right there and then. As he was about to spring into action, Yuma got in his way, dousing him with cold water. So Jason returned to Randy's office, and he saw through everything, telling Randy there were too many coincidences in his imprisonment. It was probably a meticulous setup by a prison, intended to make him take Frank's place in the race. Reasons for not coming out tomorrow. You'll scare him to death. Yet Randy stood his ground. He even had Yuma turn on Jason's tracker. His daughter found a new home, like a never-ending soap opera. For his daughter's safety, Jason obeyed reluctantly, vowing to avenge his foes as Green walked by. Without a second thought, Jason followed him, falling right into their trap. Just as he got close, Green's lackey ambushed him and choked him with a chain. Looking for me? Green confidently delivered a punch and picked up a wrench, ready to wrap up Jason's life. What a terrifying scene. As he was about to start, a sharp back pain hit. He turned to see Chubby's rod in his shoulder. Seizing the moment, Jason grabbed a metal piece and stabbed the burly guy behind him, then retaliated with a fire extinguisher. Now that was a turnaround. Green swung his wrench at Jason with ferocity, but Jason was like a raging beast at that moment. In an instant, he had Green flailing like a toddler who just got hit. With nowhere to go, Green had to confess. It turned out Randy was the mastermind behind it all. What a plot twist. Jason was shocked to find out the police had sent him home as a setup. The truth was hanging by a thread. As the second race approached, millions of global viewers waited with bated breath for Frank's return, but Jason was too distracted to bother racing. His sole focus was revenge on the track, yet careless Green dared to provoke him again. Was he joking? Unbeknownst to him, his life had begun, a countdown. As the green light lit up, the remaining cars bolted like wild horses. At that moment, Jason coolly stayed in place, and after a short pause, he slowly revved his engine. Talk about a scripted moment. He had suspected Keith of tampering with the car all along, and demanded the truth. What a dramatic twist. Turns out, both Frank and he would be eliminated by Randy if they won 5 races. This plot was juicier than a soap opera. Armed with the truth, Jason hit the nitrous boost code and zipped to catch up with the front runners in a blink. Spotting Randy looking tense on the second floor, Jason's revenge plan unfolded like something straight out of an action flick. He quickly caught up to the lead Green, like a jet pilot, immediately triggering a kidnapping ahead. Without defense, Jason's Green's prey, but pros don't follow scripts. Jason, reversing fast activated the rear shield and became a defender. He then launched a smoke screen for passive defense, pursuing green car enveloped in smoke, a perfect time to flee the scene. The next second, safe as he looked, he surprisingly didn't move forward, a truly crafty boy. Once the following cars passed, Jason quickly reversed and ran over Green, who had just crawled out on subtitle. Then he put on a mask, exited the car, and broke Green's neck on camera like an Avenger. His murderous glare seemed to declare war on Randy, who wouldn't back down either, ruthlessly ordering his lackeys to unleash the invincible battle car things. They had heavy machine guns front and back, a cannon in between, turning the race into a shootout. The intensity of the battle on the track skyrocketed. Even skilled 14K was taken out by invincible battle car and unbelievable carnage. Soon, only Jason and Joe's cars remain on track, drawing all eyes. If you enjoy this thrilling showdown, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Next episode is going to be even more amazing.